Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Layers of Fear. So, we're probably a little bit away from the end of Chapter 5, but I also wouldn't be surprised if we are actually not that far away. Chapter 5 seems to be around telephones and deciding whether or not you want to talk to your wife. Can I jump down here? Yes, I can. Well, whether I meant to do it or not, I did. And that puts me in an Alice in Wonderland-esque way here. My vision is blurred. I wonder if this is a hard reset, because the music stopped and everything else stopped. Yeah, it is. It's a hard reset. Will it make me do the full code again? Let's see. This time it's text on the screen and not that. This time the ceiling is not changed. So that was a slightly different version of the room. But clearly they had a puzzle in mind, and I don't know why they let me fall if that wasn't what they intended to do. Although this is taking me somewhere else, so okay. Well, now I'm a little bit higher. So it seems through the act of falling, like, it seems what I'm trying to do is maybe work my way down. Probably trying to get to this phone.
You promised.
And is this supposed to be 3, 1, something? Like, is that supposed to be a number? Did I type? So we have like a glitchy thing on top of the desk. So we'll try 3, 6, 6, 6, 3. And that wasn't it. I didn't see another number. I see a 3, a 1, and oh, you know what? Let's try something really stupid here. 9, 1, 1. Let's call the police. Seems like I have to jump down again. Because unless it's 3, 1, 1. 3, 1, 1. I'm left with no clue, and I don't want to quite cheat my way here. Like, this entire chapter seems like it is built around this idea. And you don't have anything to show me. And there's nothing there, and there's nothing there. There's just all these tiny books. Wonder if this would move me forward. Alright, we've got to look and see if maybe there's something. Like, we'd already looked at all of that. This is just a letter. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be back to the walkthrough. Like, I don't see how we don't do that. Because I really don't have a clue what the number is. Let's see, seems like you could go back in there. This is just a long hallway that's probably just designed as a loading section. This gets you back up here and through here. And I wanted to get to the roof and turn on the water. And see, this section just gets you down to this.
You promised.
And as I'm turning around, looking, we're seeing things fall. And see, unless this was put in the date of the anniversary or something, I have no idea. So, I don't think I closed the walkthrough. Good. I didn't. So, I just now need to scroll down on it and see what this code is. It is always 363 on the first telephone. Says there's supposed to be a number 853 that appeared on the door that fell to the ground. Where's the door? Okay. Right there. Well, here's the thing. The game... Oh. Apparently, if you right-click, you can zoom in on things. That would have been helpful a long time ago. The game never told me I could do that, and we're almost done. That's just terrible. That is just terrible programming. Well, not... It's just... bad education of the player. Bad game design. Alright. 853. Yeah, we can see it a lot easier now. If I can push that, it's just gonna ever so slowly fall down. And whoever painted these numbers clearly has something interesting. And so we're now walking into a room.
This solves nothing. It never has. It never will.
So this almost seems like I'm upside down, and maybe I am forever in purgatory, doomed. I can't quite reach that. There's no ringing this time. And there's painting here, which I don't think the painting is getting bigger or anything. So I see no input here. So maybe I'm supposed to jump again? See a bunch of lights. I see a light that is moving around. Let's just jump down on it. Seeing at what point does this just reset you? I may need to walk through again. Let's just go ahead and assume what I did was wrong. And that this is going to have us go through here. A lot of walking. Interesting. And that time the floor just fell down.
This solves nothing. It never has. It never will.
Yeah, this is just... feels like it's frustrating. So... oops, I didn't mean to fall off there. Let me just look at the walkthrough. Again, I'm willing to cheat now. Go back to previous locations and turn your back towards the room. You'll see a child falling to the ground, then you will see 3, 5, 4. Like, I don't see a child falling to the ground. I don't see anything. Even within the zoomed in vision, it's not controlling the camera in a way that would ensure that I am seeing what it wants me to see. And generally speaking, in much larger horror games, this occasionally is a problem. But in this instance, it's very consistently being the problem. Let's see, do I have a run button? This is just a vision test.
This solves nothing. It never has. It never will.
So, child falling to the ground. Yeah, and that's like the first time I have seen that happen. So what did I do to trigger that? Whatever. I mean, yeah, so instead of being afraid of this game, I'm just more and more getting annoyed with it. Feels like the game is kind of helping me. It seems like that was right. And now we're out of... Well, we're not out of this room. We're just now very, very high on this room. Well, do I go back or do I jump? Seems like I didn't have a choice in that instance. So for some people that would have been the first fall, and everybody else, a very small percentage of people would have gotten that on the first try. And so there's broken ceiling, but the ceiling isn't broken. We have torn pamphlet. And we have a damaged area that looks like there was no secret door there. And we can't do anything with the drawers. And it seems like these drawers are still very much just going to have the same things in them. Alright. I'm having trouble getting it to open that last drawer.
You deserve this. All of it. All of it. All of it.
I'm expecting at a point that we just hear ring, 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 ring all over the place. And it gets really crazy and
I
drives us
needed
crazy.
something to add the, how should I put it, final touches. A finger. I needed a finger. Chopped it off, easier than sawing a leg. Washed it, dried it in an oven. Fell asleep, almost burned it. Will I manage to pull this off?
So maybe he did saw, maybe the artist did saw off his own leg. That is one of these speculations. I guess in the end it doesn't really matter. They made these coins way too shiny. I would have not had them as just a random item on the table. And that's gonna probably be the end of it. Yep. The creepy dolls are gone, and instead they're replaced by blackness of the wife. Feels like maybe... Well, it felt like before that maybe you could have done Chapter 4 and Chapter 5 in reverse order and made your pick, but now that I'm looking at the walkthrough and it's telling me, no, this is what you do in Chapter 5, yeah, your experience is going to be mostly the same. It really just feels like there's some false decisions that have been added to the game to make you feel like there's versions of choices when there really isn't. And we're slowly filling in this and this. Let's see, this would be chapter 5. I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out that chapter 6 is actually pretty short. Let's see. So now this is filled in more. I used to hate you. Even now you must feel lost, alone, and hopeless. Finally realized you will always be the quintessential part. There is still a way. Finish it. So it seems like I'd like to really compare the previous version of this to this version, because it seems like quintessential, it said probably essential part before, and realized, like, finally, may have it said finally real. Like, it feels like they played some shenanigans definitely with that, so it would say something very, very different. It says trial and error here. So we got a human here, so I wouldn't be surprised if this continues to be a human. I wouldn't be surprised if this turns out to be the wife. Yeah. So there's a skull there, but it is the wife that he's painting. So one more chapter and then the DLC, which is allegedly only about an hour long. Let's go. And in this final chapter, we've got to get the story as best as we get the story. Like, it's just no more teasing, no more goofing around. Tell me what happened in direct and distinct descriptions. Seems like there's two paths that I could have chosen. And this feels like this is, yeah, this actually turned us around back to where we started. So this door will be locked because that's where we came out. Yeah, just false decisions. In the kitchen again. We're running out of apples. And there's blood on it. And then this room is full of apples. And I just don't know how much of this I really want to do. How many of these drawers really need to be opened. Like, only once in the game have I found anything, an actual key behind the drawers. And little bits of sound effects. This game desperately needed a well-established horror movie director or audio editor to step in and say, look, no, you can't just have the wind happen once and that's it. The whole thing's turned around. You need to have incidental background noise at all times. You need to make this feel like a fully fleshed out world. It needs to sound disarming, and they completely fail at being disarming in this game. It's 100%, if you're hearing something, it is because it is it is supposed to scare you. Is there a reason to go back? Like, this gets dark if I go that way. This gets light if I go this way, so more and more. There once was a man full of passion, but then his wife went out of fashion. Her face was a mess, he couldn't care less. She hated the man with passion. So remember, the wife was in a fire. That seems like that may have driven her crazy. And so here we have a real painting. And all kinds of rats. All kinds of shimmering and shaking. The game is still letting me play, but it's kind of taking control too. So, did I get the good ending or did I get the bad ending?
You mind explaining this to me? I know what it is. Care to tell me how it got in my workshop?
It's blind.
Stop
It's
lying!
missing an eye.
We both know it couldn't have gotten there on its own.
Is he yelling at his daughter or is he yelling at his wife? So, yeah, did I pick the good ending? Did I pick the bad ending? Is there a good ending? Is there a bad ending? Whose psychosis is whose? Let's see. There. You gotta speed up because I can outwalk you, lady. So am I supposed to be avoiding those jump scares? Seems like you can if you want to. But I imagine if you just let it catch you too, you'd be fine. Or it would hard reset you again. Oh look, here's your way out. Jump out here and leave. Although it's not really a way out, is it? Because it's still completely walled off. Is there something? No, the window's slammed. Like, you don't even see half of these. And here's the bright, colorful things. I wish that more of the horrific elements were sticking to this bright and colorful idea. And I guess down we go. Let's see. Each mistake a pitfall. Alright. And I hear all kinds of sounds. And see, if that's like game over, then so what? Like, no story, no resolution here. You certainly can do horror stories and have us... I wouldn't be surprised if actually what's going on here is that every time I do this and I go in the wrong direction, I'm getting jump scared, and that they've programmed those jump scare lady to attack me, to put me on the right path. It's just a simple solution. But yeah, in horror movies you can have every character die, certainly. That's fine. Generally speaking, you want to have at least a couple continue, because see, this needs a crank, or I crank it this way. You'd want a couple to survive for consideration. Apparently I can go that route of a sequel or a continuation. Same is kind of true for video games. You can kill the characters off if you want, but then you end up with an abundance of having to video games with prequels. See, the audio is getting really loud here. Problem is, as I'm trying to twist this, I'm not seeing it. It's not moving the camera. This whole twisting and spinning method just doesn't work. So, paintings. It doesn't look like the paintings can be clicked on. Yeah, I was expecting the audio to get louder at some point. Like that. But we're really late into the game for that to happen. In the end, doing that seemed to be just a jump scare opportunity with noise. Seems like all these scares are really just attempts at like trying to be scary, and I don't know, maybe it does work on some people, or a lot of people. It just never really has worked on me, and because of that, the only thing I've ever wanted in horror movies, or like Hellraiser or anything, is just the campy silliness and the crazy art style.
Is that her? Oh, God. Can she hear us? This is all fixable, right? No, you don't understand. Her face, her hands. She will be devastated.
So, yeah, the order of how things happened, I don't think are going to get explained very well in this game. It's been another 30 minutes, and let's see, if I can best guess it, you had a artist on the rise, who painter, marry a musician, piano player, singer type musician lady. She was in a fire. It burned her badly. Maybe he caused the fire, maybe he didn't. She dies at some point. Maybe he kills her, maybe he didn't. He then does something to the child. We don't know really what, that puts his guardianship into question over the child, and he's fighting a court case to keep her. And what? We're still really uncertain here whether a lot of the psychosis that we've seen very subtly, well, figuratively shown in this crazy house is the wife's, or is the husband's, or it's just the house itself. Maybe the house just drives everybody crazy. Could be that none of this has anything to do with any of the family, and we're playing as a completely different character who's crazy. Um, so, yeah. I feel like what we're going to end up with is a big old wall of text at the end of the game, which we very possibly will run into in the next recording. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me, I'm asking people to friend me on Steam and gift me a game. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.